Welcome to Joseph's Motive. Hit subscribe and like to level up your mindset and start winning. Let's start our epic motivational video.
You say that 2024 will be your year, but most likely it won't be. Now the question is, why are you still doing it? One of the biggest reasons that I got to where I am in life is because I do a lot of visualization before bed. But what I visualize, for example, growing up, I never visualized buying a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce or buying my mom a $4 million house in cash. I never visualized those things because I knew that if I do the right actions, those things are going to come. And those things have come. I've done all those things. Instead, I visualized the actions, but I focused on it being difficult, what I would do when things got difficult, and me getting past that. Now, do you want to know what the truth actually is? Only 9% of you will succeed. And if that sounds harsh, good, because I want you to understand the severity of this situation.
Are you listening to anything I'm saying? Like, do you actually even listen to anything that comes out of my mouth? Because all I've done over the years is try to tell people, hey, it's gonna be slow, but what's your fucking other option?
My whole sort of entrepreneurial journey started when I was 14 years old. And basically from the age of 14 to 17, I read a book a week. And that was probably the most pivotal aspect of my journey, especially because at that time, me being 21 and looking at everything around me, I do still have some ego, and I still have like but I'll listen to this, but I'm not gonna listen. Like, there's something called Zen beginner's mind. When I was 14, like, it was like, oh, the book says meditate. So I'm gonna meditate. The book says go to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym, and I just like absorbed everything like a sponge. So when I was 14, I was reading all of these books, and I felt so isolated in school, having to support and take care of a single mother. That was really not the easiest thing to come to terms with at the age of 8 or 9 years old. And without going into too much detail here, just having a very difficult upbringing to deal with, and just going through and seeing a lot of things that just made me very angry and upset at the world at a very young age. So there's certain adversity, there's certain challenges that just force certain people to step up. And the unfortunate thing is 80% of the time when men are put through that, they don't step up. They don't pull up their boots and become the person they need to become to face the challenges. And that's just the unfortunate nature of the world. But you simply cannot be a high value man without putting yourself through the fire. I want you to wake up every single morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and ask yourself honestly, would I follow this man into war? I had a very difficult summer of 2020 where I had crippling anxiety attacks. And by the way, I'm a person that I've been meditating for the longest time ever. I would sit and I would meditate. I'm like, oh, I can just meditate away. No, it never went away. And the only thing I could think about for 3 weeks straight from morning to night was how I was going to delete myself. And there's a big difference between thinking about it and thinking about how you're going to do it. Once you start getting into the, hey, how am I going to do it? That's a very different level of severity. No matter how much money you make, how rich you get, you always have to view it. I never view things as how much money am I spending on it. I view it as how much money am I losing. I don't give a shit if something's $5 million. If I know for a fact I can sell it a year later and get my $5 million back, but get tons of enjoyment out of it, then great. Like I couldn't care less. I don't look at price. I look at how much am I going to lose when it comes time to sell it, or what am I potentially going to gain. I want you to do something. I want you to wake up tomorrow and start telling yourself, yes, I can do this. And then sit back and observe how your life changes. They literally build their own mental prison, step inside it, and live as a prisoner for years. You have the key to the cell door. Open it. Step outside. Free yourself. First, you need to believe that you can do it, and then you'll only see it manifest in your life.
So at what point did you decide, oh, well, this is fun, but this is not for me? So I was doing that. I had a YouTube, and I was kind of honing in my craft of photo, video. And then from there, I just started reaching out to people and saying, yo, I'll give you a free video shoot. And then that's how I started getting some photo video clients, until the day where one business was like, can you do this for us? Like, could you manage our social media? I was like, yeah, sure. Well, actually, I guess they did, because they ended up signing. And that was my first client. That was in August of 2016.
80% of success is timing. Most successful people won't admit that. They're going to tell you that the reason they succeeded was due to all of the hard work that they put in, the risks they took, and their discipline to show up and stay consistent day after day. 80% of success is being at the right place at the right time to catch an opportunity that will inevitably lead you to success, as long as you put in the hard work.